Welcome to KMUZ Theatre Talk. I'm your host, Ed Schoaps, and we're here the first and third Friday of every month to bring you news and in-depth interviews about auditions and performances of plays and musicals running at theaters throughout the mid-Willamette Valley. Before we get started today, you may notice that KMUZ Theatre Talk founder Ann McBride isn't alongside with me today. That's because Ann has retired from co-hosting this show, but will continue co-hosting the weekly Celtic Music Hour on KMUZ FM. Check out the December 6th KMUZ Theatre Talk podcast for my interview with Ann about her 12-year run and what she'll be doing next in the mid-Willamette Valley theater world. Well, Christmas is just a few days away, and all the holiday shows at theaters throughout the mid-Willamette Valley are closing this weekend. That means we won't have any interviews about upcoming shows for this holiday edition of KMUZ Theatre Talk. Instead, I'll cover what's coming to local stages in 2025 on our KMUZ Theatre Talk calendar. So let's get started. Albany Civic Theater is at albanycivic.org. Charlie's Aunt runs January 10th through 25th at ACT. This classic British period comedy is directed by Shauna Keefuck and Stephanie Schwartz. Ride the Cyclone will run February 21st through March 15th at Albany Civic Theater. In this hilarious and outlandish story, the lives of 6 teenagers from a Canadian chamber choir are cut short in a freak accident aboard a roller coaster. When they awake in limbo, a mechanical fortune teller invites each to tell a story to win a prize like no other, the chance to return to life. Bridgetown Conservatory Salem is on Facebook and at bridgetownconservatory.org. The Man in the Ceiling, with music and lyrics by Andrew Lippa and book by Jules Pfeiffer, plays at Bridgetown Salem February 13th through 16th and in Portland February 20th through 23rd. It's directed by Vincenzo Maduri. 12-year-old Jimmy Gibbet wants to be a world-famous cartoonist. His father disapproves, his mother is clueless, and his uncle writes flop musicals. Who can Jimmy turn to for inspiration and hope? Maybe the Man in the Ceiling can lead him to his true destiny. See Bridgetown Conservatory's website and Facebook page for ticket information. And check out Bridgetown's website for classes featuring triple threat theater training from musical theater professionals at their new location in downtown Salem. Brush Creek Playhouse at brushcreekplayhouse.com. In 2025, the Brush Creek Players celebrate bringing 50 years of shows to their Silverton stage. They'll celebrate this milestone with a 14-production season, the most in their long history. Watch the brushcreekplayhouse.com website and Facebook pages for show and audition information. Gallery Theater at gallerytheater.org. Gallery's 2025 season opens February 7th through March 2nd with Fiddler on the Roof. And that's followed by The Cottage, March 14th through 30th. Roald Dahl's Willy Wonka plays April 25th through May 18th. The Curious Savage is on stage at Gallery Theater July 18th through August 3rd. Xanadu the Musical runs August 29th through September 21st. One of my favorites, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, is on stage October 10th through 26th. And The Best Christmas Pageant Ever is November 26th through December 14th. At Kaiser Homegrown Theater, that's kaiserhomegrowntheater.org, and on Facebook, Songs for a New World by Jason Robert Brown and directed by Shailene Holbrook opens Kaiser Homegrown's 2025 season January 30th through February 15th. Drinking Habits by Tom Smith and directed by Jeff Minden runs April 11th through 27th. Waiting for Godot by Dave Hansen and directed by Linda Baker runs June 13th through 29th. The Lion in Winter by James Goldman, also directed by Linda Baker, closes Kaiser Homegrown season November 1st through 16th. Over at the Majestic Theater, and they're on Facebook and at majestic.org, the Majestic Theater's first show of 2025, Shakespeare in Love, is directed by Joanna Spencer and runs January 17th through 26th. And director Riley Lucas has announced the cast of Amadeus, which plays at the Majestic Theater March 7th through 16th. See Majestic's website and Facebook pages for show info. And open auditions for My Fair Lady are at 6:30 p.m. January 20th and 21st at the Majestic Theater in Corvallis. You can learn how to sign up for vocal and dance slots on Majestic's Facebook page and at majestic.org. My Fair Lady runs May 2nd through 18th. Pinnacle Theater is at pinnacletheater.org. Tickets are now available for the first show of Pinnacle Theater's 2025 season, the classic comedy Arsenic and Old Lace, directed by Scott Ramp. Get ready to laugh, gasp, and maybe even think twice about that glass of wine. Arsenic and Old Lace is packed with hilariously sinister twists, unforgettable characters, and runs January 31st through February 22nd at Pinnacle Theater. Go to pinnacletheater.org for show information and tickets. Open auditions for Big Fish, a beautiful musical based on the celebrated novel and film, happen January 4th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Pinnacle Theater Rehearsal Studio in downtown Salem. Big Fish tells the heartwarming story of Edward Bloom, a traveling salesman with larger-than-life stories, and his son, Will, who is determined to uncover the truth behind his father's epic tales. It's directed by Jill Sorensen. See the pinnacletheater.org website and Facebook page for audition information. Big Fish runs March 21st through April 12th. The Salem Playhouse at thesalemplayhouse.com is an acting school for teens and adults. Classes for students in 8th through 12th grade are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 4 to 6 p.m., and adult classes are Thursday evenings from 7 to 11 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to noon. Go to thesalemplayhouse.com and click on the Classes tab to sign up. Spotlight Community Theater is at spotlightct.com and on Facebook. A new musical adaptation of J.M. Barrie's classic story of Peter Pan runs February 6th through 22nd at Spotlight. It's directed by Shannon Rempel. For show information and tickets, go to spotlightct.com. A romantic comedy set in an Italian villa, Enchanted April, will play at Spotlight Community Theater April 24th through May 4th, and this one's directed by Franca Hernandez. Struts and Frets Theater Company at strutsandfretstheater.org and on Facebook presents its first dinner theater production, Daddy Longlegs, January 17th and 18th at Eola Hills Wine Cellars on Highway 99 in Rickreall. You can reserve tickets for dinner theater or performance only at eventbrite.com. Theater 33 at Willamette University is at theater33.org and on Facebook. And Theater 33's screening committee is busy reading and screening scripts in progress for Theater 33's Summer New Plays Festival for 2025. We'll have more information for you about this summer's festival later in the new year. At the colleges, Western Oregon University has Nora, A Doll's House by Steph Smith and directed by Kendra Sterenson, that plays February 26th through March 8th at the Rice Auditorium at Western Oregon University. And closing Western's theater season next spring is Tiny Beautiful Things by Cheryl Strayed and Nina Vardalos. This one's directed by Risa Fleming and plays May 28th through 31st. Willamette University is at wutheater.com. And February 14th through 23rd, Willamette Theater presents Far Away, an hour-long futuristic nightmare in 3 short scenes that envisions a world where the promise of violence broods and nothing is to be trusted. Closing the Willamette Theater season April 11th through 26th is Bloom, Bloom, Pow, the climate doom comedy inspired by 1950s monster movies and the real-life 2014 crisis in Toledo, Ohio, when the tap water became deadly to use. At local high schools, South Albany High School is at SAHS Theater Arts on Facebook. Tickets go on sale soon for their production of Footloose, the musical, opening in early 2025. Watch the SAHS Theater Facebook page for more information. Central High School in Independence is on Facebook and at chsperformingarts.net. Little Women runs January 23rd through 25th at Central High. See Central High School's website to reserve your tickets to this classic favorite. McKay High School is on Facebook at McKay Thespians. Next up at McKay is Beetlejuice, running January 17th through 25th. And McNary High School is on Facebook at McNary High School Theater. The Little Mermaid is coming to the McNary stage January 23rd through February 1st, and that's followed by their One Acts Festival February 20th through 21st. North Salem High School is on Facebook at NSHS Theater. Something Rotten, a hilarious mashup of 16th century Shakespeare and 21st century Broadway, runs January 9th through 18th. South Salem High School is on Facebook at Saxon Drama, and Saxon Drama's winter musical runs January 17th through 26th. We'll tell you more as soon as we hear what the show is. And the final show of South Salem High School season is 12 Angry Jurors, running May 15th through 17th. Sprague High School has Neil Simon's rollicking comedy Rumors on its stage February 27th through March 6th, and their one-act festival happens May 15th through 17th. West Salem High School is at westsalemdrama.com, and their annual winter showcase is January 24th. And Shakespeare Favorite Twelfth Night is coming to West Salem High in May. And that's it for today's KMUZ Theater Talk calendar for plays at your favorite theaters throughout the mid-Willamette Valley. It's time to wind up today's KMUZ Theater Talk program. Thank you for listening. Next Friday at 9 a.m., you can tune in to KMUZ at 100.7 FM to hear Talking About Art with Joel Zack. KMUZ Theater Talk is a proud member of the Mid-Valley Theater Network. KMUZ Theater Talk comes your way at 9 a.m. the first and third Friday of the month on KMUZ Community Radio at 100.7 and 88.5 FM, on KMWV FM Dallas at 98.3 HD2, streaming worldwide at kmuz.org, and on the KMUZ app. And you can always listen to our KMUZ Theater Talk episodes anytime, wherever you get your podcasts. Join me for a brand new KMUZ Theater Talk program January 3rd on KMUZ FM and wherever you get your podcasts. Meanwhile, go to our KMUZ Theater Talk Facebook page for news and updates about live theater in the Mid-Willamette Valley. And if you haven't yet made a year-end contribution to support KMUZ Theater Talk and the rest of KMUZ's great community radio programs, please go to kmuz.org right now, click on Pledge to Your Favorite Show, and choose KMUZ Theater Talk. And thanks for your support. Until next time, I'll see you in the front row.